let's get to discussing. All right, we all know what Grim Resolve is going to do for them. Their Battle Shock, they still get their OC. Their stratagems, Unforgiven Fury. So gives 5 up critical hits. It gives lethal hits for a CP. All their stratagems are 1 CP. Armor of Contempt lowers the armor penetration. Fire Discipline gives them assault heavy and ignores cover. And you got Intractable. So at the end of the turn, that unit is eligible until the end of the turn. That unit is eligible to declare a charge, even though it fell back to space. Charge and shoot. So 1 CP, you can fall back. 1 CP, you can shoot and charge with that unit, even though you're not in the Tactical Doctrine. So for a CP, Dark Angels can be in Tactical Doctrine forever, whenever. So you're putting captains and chapter masters in units. Depending on what unit you put that in, you're going to be, because you get the stratagem for free once per battle round. And I mean, that's great. So hold on to that. Let's see. Grim Retribution. One of those units from your army that holds 1 or more models destroyed as a result of attacking units' attacks. Okay, so your opponent's shooting phase just after a unit has shot. So after you've been shot and 1 or more model died, your unit can shoot as if it was your shooting phase, but must target the ones that shot you. So you shoot a Dark Angel, you get shot back for a CP. Cool. All right. Unbreakable Lines. Until the end of turn, each time an attack is allocated to a model in your unit, subtract 1 from the damage characteristic of the attack. A CP, right? Holy sheep shit, Batman. All right, so during your opponent's charge phase, just after an enemy unit ends the charge move, you can use Unbreakable Lines. And then it's -1 damage characteristic to all those attacks. So if you're coming into my Dark Angels with damage 1 attacks on a charge, I'll spend it so you're not doing nothing to me, because it takes 1 away from the damage characteristic, right? That'll put it to a 0. Unless the rules change, we'll have to read that up because that sounds a little broken. But if it's 2, it's definitely going down to 1, and that's going to save some Dark Angel lives. That's huge. All right, so Shroud of Heroes. You can put a Shroud of Heroes, and it gives it, when the bear is destroyed, roll 6 on a 2-up. The bear, you put him back on the battlefield as close to possible where it was destroyed and not within engagement range of enemy units with 3 wounds. If the bear was battle shocked when it was destroyed, it is instead returned with its full wounds remaining. Oh, wow! Shroud of Heroes is going on some fucking chapter masters, all right? Azrael coming back. Samael coming back. I mean, whoa! That's huge! Stubborn Tenacity. Adeptus Astartes models. When the bear is leading a unit, each time a model in that unit makes an attack, add 1 to the hit roll of the bear's unit is below its starting strength and add 1 to the wound roll as if it was the bear's unit for Battle Shock. That's really good. That, too, is really good. Heavenfall Blade. Model only. Add 1 to the attack strength damage characteristics of the bear's melee weapons. While the bear is in battle shock, add 2 to the attack strength and damage characteristics. So you give them the Heavenfall Blade, you get 1 strength, 1 attack, 1 damage. But if they're battle shocked, it's 2 attacks, 2 strength, 2 damage. The flavor of Dark Angels for 10th is seeming like battle shock is actually good for them. If you battle shock the Dark Angels, they're getting stronger. They have enhancements, stratagems that bolster their strength when getting battle shocked. So far, that's what I'm seeing in the stratagems and the enhancements. I mean, that's really good. It could be really good. Blade Guard, Ancient, Primaris Ancient, or Terminator Ancient. Okay, so you give this to an Ancient. Pendant of Remembrance. While his bear's leading a unit, remember the models in the unit have Feel No Pain 6. While that unit is battle shocked, Feel No Pain 4! Oh, yeah! Yeah! Okay, so here's Azrael. Woo! Wrath of the Lion. 2 shots, 2 damage, strength 8, devastating wounds, anti-infantry. Okay, so it's not bolter and plasma. They gave that to the lion himself, but the lion's wrath, anti-infantry, devastating wounds on 4s, rapid 1. I did an earlier video breaking down on Space Marines why that's so good. Anything with devastating wounds, anti-infantry in it, stuff like that is really good for Space Marines right now because of the Oath of the Moment. We're fishing for those roles that we need to do the things that we need to do. The Sword of Secrets, devastating wounds, 6 attacks, hits on 2, strength 6, neg 4 AP for 2 damage. So again, if you're rolling a 6, you're getting devastating wounds. Those become mortal. This model is leading a unit. Weapons equipped by models in that unit have sustained hits 1. So whatever unit you give Azrael to, all their weapons become exploding 6s. So Hell Blasters, baby. Masterful Tactician. At the start of your command phase, if this model is on the battlefield, you gain a CP. Gain a CP off the bat. That's cool because the stratagems are really cool for Dark Angels. All right, the Lion Helm. Models in this unit have a 4-up invulnerable save. In addition to once per battle, anytime the bear summons a Watcher in the dark, when it does until the end of the phase, models in that unit have a 4-up feel no pain. So that's what they're doing. He has a 4-up invul. So that's what they're doing with the Watchers. Once per turn, I can give that unit a 4-up feel no pain against mortals. That's really good. So that's how they're going to do that with the Watchers in the dark. That's pretty cool. Okay, that's awesome. He can be attached to Assault Intercessors, boo. Blade Guard Veterans, cool. Hellblaster Squad, of course. Infernus Squad, Intercessor Squad, and Stern Guard Veterans. So, I mean, he's the chapter master. Shouldn't he be able to go with everybody? All infantry units? I mean, unless Jetpack, because, he don't have one. But, I mean, that kind of seems limited for being chapter master. So he's got Tacticus, Imperium, Grenades, Epic Hero, Infantry Character, and Azrael. So that's his stat lines. Here's Belial. Terminator armor, moves 5, toughness 5, saves on 2s because he's in Terminator armor, 6 wounds. Oh yeah, Azrael has 6 wounds. So 6 wounds, leadership 6+, 1 OC. His Mastercrafted Storm Bolter is precision, so he's for killing characters, and it has rapid 2, so you'll get 4 dice, 2 attacks, hits on 2s, 2 damage, strength 4, but it's got precision. And then the melee weapon's a Sword of Silence, 6 attacks, +2, strength 6, neg 2, 2, and it has precision. Grandmaster of the Deathwing. This model is in a unit. Each model in that unit makes an attack. If a critical hit is scored, the attack has precision. Oh, okay. So you're going to put him into a group of assault Terminators or command squad Terminators, and you're going to go after killing somebody's character. You're going to deep strike, charge, try to destroy somebody's character, wipe them off the board. All right, Strikes of Retribution. Each time attack is allocated to this model after attacking's model unit has finished making its attacks, roll a d6, maximum of d66 per unit. For each 2-up, the attacking unit suffers 1 mortal wound. Okay, so if you attack Belial, he can get 6d6 for every attack that you're putting on him. He gets a d6 for a max of 6. 2-up, he's giving you, your unit, back mortal wounds. He can go with Command Squad, Deathwing Knights, Deathwing Squad, Relic Terminator Squad, Terminator Assault Squad, and Terminator Squad. Epic Hero. Samael, Bolt Pistol, super lane, just hits on 2s, Bolt Pistol. Mastercrafted Cannon, Blast, 36, D3 attacks, 2, strength 8, neg 3 for 2 damage apiece. That's pretty good. That's normal for him. There's no hazard on it, which is really cool. Twin Storm Bolter, Rapid Fire 2, Twin Linked, 24 inches, 2 attacks. That's pretty cool. The Raven Sword, sustained hits 2 with the Raven Sword. So that's pretty cool. That's going to be good. 6 attacks, strength 6, neg 3 AP for 2 damage. So the Raven Sword is meant to sweep and destroy 5-man units. That's pretty cool. While this model is leading a unit, the unit is eligible to shoot and declare a charge in a turn in which it advances. So when he's attached to a unit, it can shoot and charge even though they advanced. So they can advance, shoot, and charge all the freaking time if Samael is attached to it. Cut off their escape. Each time an enemy model unit, including monster and vehicles within engagement range of this model's unit, selected to fall back. Wait. Models and that enemy unit make a desperate escape test. If they're battle shocked when doing so, the enemy unit is also battle shocked by other means. Subtract 1 from each one of those desperate escape tests. Oh, wow. So you try to fall back from Samael and his unit, you have to locked. Models in that unit. Oh, so you have to take a desperate escape. And if you're battle shocked while taking that desperate escape, you subtract 1. So on 2s, I believe you're taking a wound or dying. I'm going to have to go read desperate escape. That's nice. So it's like you can't fall back. So he's very aggressive. He's advancing. He's shooting. He's charging with his guys. And then when he ties you up and you try to fall back, you're going to take more wounds for falling back. Bike Squad, Outrider Squad, Black Knights, Raven Wing Command Squad. So he's going, oh, I can put him with the Outrider Squad? Okay, well, currently, that's really juicy with the Outrider Squad, the combo that I've been looking at and working on. But let's see what he runs with Raven Wing Black Knights and Raven Wing Command Squad. Ezekiel! Whoop, whoop! What? That's my boy! All right, so the Deliverer, Bizzle, Precision, 1 attack, 2, strength 4, neg 1, 2. So try to put a little something on a character. Okay, cool. Mind Wipe, Witchfire, Devastating Wounds, Precision, and Psychic. So Psychic blasts that character with Devastating Wounds. Got it. Only 1 attack, hits on 2, strength 6, neg 2 for d6 damage. Hey, it goes off. He pops the character off the board if you roll well. That's pretty good. Mind Wipe, Focused, Witchfire, Anti-Character +4. So on 4s, when wounding, it's happening. It is anti-character. 4 up, you're getting these mortal wounds. It's hazardous, so you don't want to roll a 1, and it's d6 mortal wounds. So he's a psychic 1, and is d6 mortal wounds. So he is a psychic character assassinator. Beautiful, love it, glorious. Trader's Bane, Anti-Chaos +2. Okay, so he is a Chaos Killer character. Yeah, so that's why I brought him. I brought him to bolster my Deathwing, and I brought him to counter somebody's Chaos. Psychic energy. So Psychic Hood, while he's leading a unit, models of that unit have 4 frontal pain against psychic attacks. Very good. So he's a permanent Watcher in the Dark. In your shooting phase, you can select 1 enemy unit within 18 inches of this model. This enemy must make a battle shock test. So he's battle shocking everybody. Engulf Fear. You get battle shock. You get battle shock. You get battle shock. People just see Ezekiel and they start shivering in their boots. They want to run the other way. They can't believe they're seeing such an amazing Dark Angel with such veracity and psychic energy just tearing through them. That's awesome. I like it. Book of Salvation. While this model is leading the unit, add 1 to the attack characteristics of melee units equipped in that model's unit. While this model is destroyed, each friendly Adeptus Astartes unit within 6 inches of this model must take a battle test. So that's good too. Book of Salvation is really awesome. Handing out battle shocks, giving +1 to attack to whatever unit you put them in. You can put them in assault squads, command squads, tactical squads, and Vanguard veterans. That right there is lackluster. Wow, they missed the mark on that one. Whoa. Wow, that's a kick in the nuts. You can't even put him with any Deathwing whatsoever? Oh my God. That sucks. That sucks. That sucks. That sucks. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. You can put them. Okay. All right. Ugh. Gross. Okay. All right. I mean, there's still something you can do with that. You can attach them to a command squad, tactical squad, or assault squad, and veteran Vanguard veteran squad. You can only attach them to firstborn. I guess that's because he doesn't have the Primaris keyword. Oh, but you can do Samael with Outriders. And he doesn't have, he's not Primaris guy. And you can put, oh yeah, Belial can't do it. Azrael can. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, Asmodee! Let's see what he's up to nowadays, since only the Lion can torture the fallen. Or not torture, but determine. Blades of Reason, anti-character 2, extra attacks, precision. So 3 attacks, hits on 2s, 4, 1. So anti-character. So he's a character killer. Horus of Cranium. So on 2s, though, he's wounding your character with precision. So that's pretty cool. While he's leading a unit, each unit melee attack, you can reroll a hit roll. So he gives you reroll hits on the unit that you attach him to. Start of the fight phase, enemy character within 6 inches of this model must make a battle shock test, subtracting 1 from the test when they do. In addition, each time this model destroys an enemy character model in melee, you gain a CP. So Dark Angel, I'm seeing a flavor here. Dark Angel characters are meant for coming after and killing your characters. So Dark Angel characters are geared towards taking out the leadership. Our leadership in Dark Angels, our characters are geared at taking out your characters for whatever army you're bringing across the battlefield intent. That's kind of the flavor I'm seeing. All right, here we go. My boy, my number 1 ace in the hole, Talon Master, Tom the Talon Master. Let's see what they did to him. I've been really excited to see what kind of rules they're giving this unit. Let's break them down. All right. Twin assault cannon with devastating wounds and twin linked. So you're going for those 6s. Reroll. Try to get them devastating wounds off, right? 6 attacks, but it's twinned, so you're popping off 12. That hasn't changed. It's actually increased with twin heavy bolters sustained hits 1. I love that heavy bolters have sustained hits. That was really, really good, GW. That was really good. Okay, so while this model is within 3 inches of 1 or more friendly adapters Astartes mounted Astartes flying vehicle, this model has lone operative. Okay, cool. So he has lone operative as long as you're keeping him near some bikes or near the ATV or near some other land riders. So, not land riders, land speeders. All right, nowhere to hide. While a friendly adapter Astartes flying vehicle used within 6 inches of this model, ranged weapons equipped in the model have ignore cover. Cool. So 6 inches from him, any mounted vehicles that are 6 inches from him get ignore cover. That's going to be huge. That's going to be really, really, really big. Master of Maneuver. Once per turn, when an enemy unit ends a normal advance or fallback move within 9 inches of this model, is now in engagement range of 1 or more enemy units. This model can make a normal move up to 6. So ends a normal move, an advance or fallback within 9 inches of him, he can move. Cool. So that's so that you can't tie him up. Oh, he has a vulnerable save of 5+. I like that. Okay. So what enhancements would I give him? Maybe the Heavenfall Blade. Lazarus. So he's given 3 up, feel no pains against psychic attacks and mortal wounds. Oh, my bad. You can attach the Talon Master to nobody. So he is a lone operative. You bring him on the board, and he needs to just stay by his Raven Wing. Okay. Bolt pistol, enemy's edge, anti-psyker 2, 6 attacks, 2, 6, neg 3 AP, 2 damage. All right. While this model is leading a unit, each time a model unit is destroyed by a melee attack, if that model has not fought this phase, roll a d6 on a 4-up. Do not destroyed model can fight after the attacking model's finished making its attack. Up, don't go away after the attacking model has finished making its attacks and is removed from play. So attacks, not an attack, attacks. Okay, so the models that die can get their attacks. He can go with Assault Intercessors, Blade Guard Veterans, Infernus Squad, and Intercessor Squad, and Stern Guard Veterans. If I'm running Lazarus, I may attach him to my Blade Guard Veterans so they can get the 3-up Fellow Pain against psychic abilities and mortals, and they get to attack when they die. Because, like, why else are you bringing Blade Guard Veterans? So Deathwing Strike Master. Here we go. He's his own guy. Stormbolter Rapid Fire 2. You can equip him with power weapon, Mace of Absolution, which is 5 attacks, -2, strength 6, -1 and 3. Oh, the Mace of Absolution's not that good anymore. Okay, he can have a Thunderhammer or a Twin Lightning Claw. This model in the unit, weapon equipped with models in that unit have the lethal hits ability. Vanquish the foe. Oh, he gives lethal hits to any Terminator squad that he's attached to. That's pretty cool. Vanquish the foe. Each time this model makes an attack that targets the enemy unit that is below half strength, add 1 to the hit roll and 1 to the wound roll. Okay. So you can attach them to a unit even though they already have a captain. Okay. Well, let's see how much points he costs. Deathwing Command Squad. We know what those cats do. Deathwing Terminator Squad. Here we go. Yeah, we know what they do. Deathwing Knights. Flail of the Unforgiven. Devastating wounds. Sustained hits 1. So you can get more hits. It's got 5 attacks. Hits on 2. Strength 6. -2 AP 2. I really liked what it did in 9th with going through the unit, but you can get more attacks now, and it's a 2 damage weapon with devastating wounds. Mace of Absolution, 4 attacks. Wow. Hits on 2, strength 6. So, other like Gravis armor, you're only wounding them with 4. I'm seeing the thunder taken out of my Deathwing Knights. They're not what they were. Attacks allocated to this model and this unit subtract 1 from the damage characteristic. Okay, cool. So inner circle. So -1 damage to Deathwing Knights. Watcher in the dark. So feel no pains against mortal wounds. Place a Watcher in the dark next to the model. Remove it when it's being used. So, a character unit from your army with leader ability can be attached to a Terminator squad. It can be attached to this unit. Okay, so yeah. So anything that can get attached to Terminator squads can be attached. Any characters that can be attached to Terminator squads can be attached to Deathwing Knights. So master item, they'll be back to wounding on 3s at least. Ow, GW. Ow. My Deathwing Knights suck now. Okay. Well, they don't suck, but they're not like... They're not great like they were. All right, Ravenwing Command Squad. Plasma Talons have Rapid Fire 1. You get 2 attacks with it. Rapid Fire 1. So... 4 attacks with it? Oh, no, 2. The grenade launcher. So strength 7 plasma, hitting on 3s, -2 AP for 1, supercharge it for 2. Black Knight combat weapon, 3 attacks, -2 AP for 1, or mastercrafted power weapon. So they can all take mastercrafted power weapons, which is 6 attack, 2 plus 5, -2 for 2. That's the Corvus hammers. So they're just calling them power weapons. While this unit contains an apothecary, in your command phase, bring one back. The banners add one to object of control, or you can give it the pendant of remembrance. Champion, add one to advanced charge rolls in this unit, and heroic intervention for 0 CP. All right, so the same thing that we thought with the command squad. So Ravenwing Black Knights. Three attacks, hit on 3, strength 5, negative AP 1. Plasma Talon, Knights of Caliban. Each time this unit selected to fight, if it made a charge move in this turn, until the end of phase, melee weapons equipped with this unit have anti-monster 4, anti-vehicle 4. All right, so what I'm seeing is you put Samael with Black Knights, or you put them with a Ravenwing Command Squad, and you advance, shoot, charge, and you try to kill it. If you don't, then you need to take your ancient with the pendant of remembrance for -1 damage, because they have 3 wounds apiece, and you try to hang on, and whatever lives, you either fight next turn or at the end of that turn, or when they fall back with Samael, you try to give them mortal wounds with it. So, I mean, Ravenwing Black Knights, they are good. They have their thing. You put Samael with them, and we will see how that rolls. Ravenwing Dark Shroud, icon of the old Caliban. Everything within 6 inches of this unit has a stealth ability. Oh, wow. So everything within 6 inches of Ravenwing Dark Shroud can't be shot if you're more than 12 inches out. That's going to be huge, man, because all their weapons have good range on them, and good abilities now. And if you're putting the Talon Master there, where you can maneuver and move away, you're putting Samael, Black Knights, because the plasma is 18 inches, right? That's more than 12. You can maneuver yourself around the board with the Ravenwing. I'm seeing Ravenwing being really, really good. Really, really good. Deathwing is cool. Deathwing's cool. Landspeeder Vengeance. So Plasma Battery, 36 inches, D6 plus 1 shots. Thank you, GW. So at least I can get 2 with it. Strength 8, Strength 9, supercharged, 2 damage with 3. And it's twin linked. Twin linked. That's good, because I got tired of, sometimes it did nothing. I see it doing something every time I pay for it to bring it on the board now. So heavy bolter, assault cannon. So once per turn in the opponent's shooting phase, while a friendly adaptive Stardust unit is 6 inches, this model is destroyed. This model can use this ability. It cannot use this ability when it itself destroyed. So it can't use it if it kills itself. If it does, after the attacking unit has finished making its attacks, this model can shoot as if it were your shooting phase. But when resolving those attacks, it can only target that enemy unit. So if something gets shot and dies, not from its own, mistake of hazardous use, but when something dies, it can shoot what killed it. So Dark Angels appear to have a lot of that. A lot of, hey, if you shot and killed this model, it can shoot back. Hey, if you destroyed this model, it can fight back before it's gone. Upon doing so, it's going to become a really good trade-off army. And that's what you want to do with 40K. You want to make sure you're getting good trades between units on the battlefield so you can try to capture objectives. So let's see. What are some of the important things you want to highlight when building a 40K army for 10th edition. Let's go through this. Staying power, right? Movement and trading off. Staying power, so you can stay on objective to get points. Movement, so you can move around, manipulate your position on the battlefield, get your best advantage of shooting and taking said objectives and moving on objectives, right? And then trading off units. Those are the three things you want to do. If somebody has a big baddie out there, you want to kill it before your big baddie's killed. Or if somebody kills your big baddie, you want to be able to take out their big baddie. Or if somebody's on an objective and you go and take it, you want to make sure they can't kick you off it. But if they do, if you trade a unit for a unit, you need to have another unit moved into position to trade with that unit. Does that make sense? And I'm seeing a lot of really good stuff with Space Marines, but now I'm seeing all that bolstered with Dark Angels. So they're giving them the stubborn tenacity where they're real tough and they're really going to stick to their battle line. You know what I mean? But they're also giving them really good maneuverability. Dark Talon has the Rift Cannon with devastating wounds and blast, D3+1 shots. Hurricane bolters, rapid fire 6, twin link. So you're re-rolling for that twin link because of the wounds. It can go into hover once per battle. In this normal move, you can select an enemy unit. It moved over this phase. That unit suffers D3 mortal wounds. So you can stasis bomb them. And you must roll a D6. On 1 to 3, the unit cannot fall back, advance, or fall back. Oh, wow. Let's be bringing that bad boy. Nephilim Fighter. Last cannons, 2 shots, D6+1. Black Storm missiles, anti-fly. On 2s, D6 damage. Twin Heavy Bolter, which is sustained hits, twin linked. And Avenger Mega Bolter, sustained hits 1. Armored Hull is its basic combat attacks. Lightning fast maneuvers. Each time a ranged attack targets this model, subtract 1 from the hit roll. If that attack was made by a flyer, subtract 1 from the wound roll. All right, that's pretty cool. Lionel Johnson. Man, he's so good. He's so good. Monster Lone Operative. 4 attacks. He gets 2 ranged attacks. The bolter, the plasma. Fealty can swing 8 times, or you can sweep for 16. Strength 6 on the strike. 4 damage, neg 4 AP. 6 neg 3/2. So one's taking out infantry, and the other one's going to be taking out something big. It's got lethal hits, and sweep has sustained hits. Yeah, he's so good. They've already released him. If you want to go in depth more and deeper and more on him, I'll do another video about that. And that ends the Dark Angel cards. So cool. I'm gonna let that stir around for a little bit and let that sink, and I'll come back with more videos. Subscribe.